Super Bowl 58 just weeks away, and a special Super Bowl experience is headed to Bikini Bottom, home to SpongeBob SquarePants. I had a chance to sit down with the cast of the show to learn much more about the first ever alternate telecast.
This is a really fun way to get kids to watch the Super Bowl. Where did this idea come from?
I don't know. None of us are that smart. But I can tell you that my hope is that in one home somewhere, if a parent walks in and sits down to watch some of the Nick coverage with their kid and winds up staying in that room longer than they intended because they're having fun, winner. But we're also, obviously our main goal is just to have kids enjoy themselves and have a good time watching this massive event, this massive media event.
Okay, so
What's that?
I was going to say, without revealing too many secrets, give us a little sneak peek into what we can expect to see.
Well, you can expect to see some really goofy adults messing around.
We like that.
Although you won't be seeing the adults, you'll be seeing SpongeBob and Patrick and Sandy there at the Super Bowl. So it's going to be cool. It's real time. These characters that families seem to enjoy. And so we're kind of integrating those two things and taking this thing that maybe it was something that one member of the family or a different demographic of the family or whatever enjoyed more, and kind of turning it into a thing where everybody can come into the same room and enjoy it on different levels. Like a family member who knows a lot about football might not need some of the tutorials and things explained to them that characters like Dora and the Ninja Turtles and the SpongeBob gang are going to be explaining. But it's kind of nice to bring that, bring the newbies in, the young members of the family, like, what is a fourth down? What even does that mean? If you're a little kid. So this is going to have all that going on kind of simultaneously.
Yeah, you won't be forced to look at this. It'll be the wonderful characters.
You get a look into life at Bikini Bottom, right?
Yeah, we kind of get catapulted, or the game, I should say, kind of gets catapulted into Bikini Bottom. So as far as we're concerned, the Super Bowl is it's not at Allegiant Stadium. It's at the Bikini Bottom Stadium. So
right across from Goofy Goobers.
If those guys wouldn't have stolen my control and start pressing buttons, then the Super Bowl wound up in Bikini Bottom.
It's Sandy's remote. That's right.
So how does this appeal to kids? You mentioned kind of appealing to, maybe a non-football audience, right? Or maybe those who love SpongeBob, those who love Patrick, and kind of exposing the whole family to this. So how do you appeal to everybody?
Well, I think at the heart of it is just to really remind everyone that it's a game. It's not a paramilitary exercise. And so we are there to have fun. The announcers, the professional announcers you named, they're going to have fun. We're all just trying to open this up in a really kind of celebratory kind of way.
Yeah, it's sort of like the game and the halftime show are going to be going on concurrently for a few hours. Side by side. Or the halftime show.
What was it like to work with Nate and Noah?
Man, well, that was a riot for me last year, and it was terrifying because I had no idea what to expect. I didn't really start to feel the chair under me until the third quarter. But it was really great, and just to know how open they were to mess around, and that's something they don't get to do typically.
Yeah, but at the same time, those guys are really good at improvising. They're really good at being in the moment. Play by play, it's ever changing.
Sure.
So those guys are really good at rolling with the punches. That's that's part of the job description. So we're and we are too. That's part of what we do on SpongeBob. Is we do the scripted stuff, and then some of it is unscripted, just messing around, and it all kind of winds up being SpongeBob. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. And Noah Eagle is also a Syracuse. At least he went to school in Syracuse. So my hometown. I didn't know that. So yeah, so as did his dad. So I'm looking forward to talking Syracuse with Mr. Eagle.
Yeah,
And Nate
go
Burleson played
Orange.
football. Nate, you too?
Yes, I went to Syracuse too. So add another one to
Oh.
it.
Wow.
Wow.
315 reunion.
Nate
So
Nate
one
Burleson
thing-
played football at Nevada Reno, and his head coach I played football with at Idaho. So
Isn't
we
that
had this
something?
weird connection.
So
I
many
did not
connections.
play football.
You did not. You know what? Neither did I. I did not play football at Syracuse. Okay, so a question for all three of you, just kind of an all-encompassing question before I let you go. Why do you think it's so important to teach young people about football and getting them involved in sports and obviously one of the biggest sporting events in the world?
Well, I think
well,
it's go ahead, Carolyn, you go.
no, I was just going to say, I think it's just such a great thing that families can be together. So any sport, but especially the Super Bowl, where a family can enjoy something together is huge. And then obviously being involved in sports helps with everything. It helps with discipline. It helps with physical fitness. It helps with learning how to be a team player, literally. Like, I think it's a really big deal for kids and families.
And it helps kids develop their fight or flight mechanism.
Like me with dodgeball. That would be the fun.
Yeah, I was flight all the way.
Well, thank you all so much. We appreciate it. And we're going to be looking for you coming up here on this special live from Bikini Bottom.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Sandra.
Sandra.
Thank you, Sandra.